Alright, so first things first, I apologize for any wind noise. It's still very, very hot here, up in the nation's capital. What we have here is the $13 Northern Micro Spirit desktop computer. And I've done a few upgrades. Actually, I've done one upgrade and a downgrade. For those of you who have not seen this machine before, it bases itself around an Asus, what is that, P5GDI or P5GD1 VM? One of the two. I forget how much memory it's got in it. I think I might have upgraded it a little bit. It's only DDR. It's got some unknown description. I don't really remember a whole lot about it, actually. So you're not alone in not really knowing what this machine is. It's been a while since I've played around with it. But it's now being pushed into service because these machines, which will be featured in another video, neither of them can actually accept this PCI TV capture card. Which is important to me because I need it, because it's going to be going into the low-end radio studio, and I need a TV output. And although I've got those cards there, I can't find the appropriate breakout cable right now, and I probably won't ever find it because this place is just a huge disaster, so let's face it. So we're going to use this instead, or I'm going to use this instead, and what we're going to do in this video is we are going to install Windows 7. I don't know if the CPU in here supports AMD 64. I'm going to try it and see what happens. But if it doesn't, I have a USB stick that's got 32-bit on it, so it's not really that big of a deal. Anyway, I don't know what CPU this has in it, and realistically running Windows 7 on a Pentium 4 isn't really all that great. But it's doable. And I need to reinstall the operating system anyway. It's got a crufty installation of XP on it. Well, okay, it's actually a fairly decent install, but I want to start fresh. Don't want to use someone else's troubles, basically. I have no idea what's lurking in the shadows, and I don't really want to know. Or find out, for that matter. What was I going to say otherwise? I don't really think there was a whole lot. I pilfered the fan out of the back, because I can actually use that for another project, and I don't think this thing is, even with a Pentium 4, is hot running enough that it would really matter. If it does, I could put it back, because it's sitting right here. But I actually need this for a CPU cooler, which I would think is a far more important task than this. And besides, it's cool running as it is anyway, even though it's a Pentium 4 press hot. At least I think it's a press hot. It's a 775, I can tell by the cooler with the stupid plastic push pins, which I hate so much. But I gotta stop yakking and start working. I'm gonna put the case cover back on, and we're gonna fire it up and install Windows. Alright, so we're now ready to go. What the hell? Is it dead? Oh. Yep, that would be why. It is not working! Post, you stupid piece of crap. Okay, so I figured it out. I've done some more configuration. Turns out I had to actually set it to work with the PCI video card. And now, we are at this point. So what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do, is insert piece of junk. Get out of here. Stupid optical drive. Better not screw up that disc, because it's being stupid. Go for the CD-ROM. And we should get a press any key to boot from this CD. Really? Come on! That disc is perfectly fine, so you're stupid. Figures. Yeah, see? Look at that. It is working just fine. So I have no idea what that was all about. Hope the optical drive is good. The reason why I'm not just straight up installing a new version of, or a new copy of XP onto this, because it would, which would, let's face it, that would probably suit this a little bit better. The reason why I'm not doing that is because I have to install a new copy of the operating system anyway. So if this works, I might as well just use this and bring the studio into something of a modern state. But I gotta wait for this process to complete. It's gonna take forever. Bye-bye, data. Alright. So, we're now at this point. Hopefully everything is going to work. I'm not going to keep too many hopes up. I think it's got Service Pack 1 on it, if I remember correctly. So I shouldn't have to worry about any of that. Wow, that's overexposed. I can tell that the CPU fan is racing in there, so maybe I'll have to take a look at the hardware monitor and see how hot that's running. It's a Pentium 4, so I'm not really surprised. Look at this! It's actually even outputting over the television output, without my having to do anything. Try doing that with a no-video product. Okay, I kid, mostly. Though it is true, usually NVIDIA stuff doesn't really work out of the box. I think this is actually going to work real well. Unfortunately, I don't have Aero Glass, but I really don't care about that. Frankly, it doesn't matter at all. I can't read anything that's on the screen, though. It's kind of unfortunate. But I think that's just more so a byproduct of the resolution this preview window is running at. Okay, so even though this is actually a rather short video, and I'm pretty sure everybody would appreciate it if I go through the entire process on video, this is going to take forever. And I have other things that I really need to be working on, and let's face it, it's a Windows 7 installation, there's not really much to it, so I'm really just going to describe what this is going to be. This is going to be the new slideshow computer in the low-end radio studios, at least for as long as it works. It is actually rather hot, almost unbearably so, at the back of the machine, so it's probably going to need a little bit of work. Maybe I shouldn't have taken that, the fan out. Maybe I'll put that back, I don't know, but, anyway, it is running still. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, software-wise, there really isn't much I'm going to install on it. Like a VNC server, and Microsoft Office, and then maybe a better web browser, and that's pretty much it. Oh, exact audio copy as well from the CDs, but I think that's it. There's really nothing else that I can think of that I really need to install on this other than updates. So it's just a bog standard installation, there's nothing really special. So I think I'm going to conclude the video here. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then. Oh yeah, and because I think that people would probably feel cheated if I didn't show it. It's been sitting here assessing disk performance for like 5 minutes. Well, you know what? I'll give it this much credit. It is better than the N450 that's in the netbook. But still. It's actually saying 1.0 because I don't have Aero Glass capabilities. I'm just using the standard VGA driver. So it'd probably work a little better if it had the correct driver, although maybe not. I don't think the All-in-Wonder 128 is WDDM compatible. So, forget what level of WDDM compatibility it needs to be able to do Aero, but I don't think the All-in-Wonder 128 Pro even has that, so won't be doing that.